waterfall called Wagon Wheel Falls. Runs down a bit. Kind of see it through the trees. Good afternoon, y'all. Less than beautiful day, but still, nonetheless, a beautiful day here on the PCT. Yeah, got a fairly late start out of levining, as I am wont to do pretty much anytime I come out of town, which is why I don't always like going into town. But it was a nice day. I mean, yeah, like I said, spent a decent amount of money, but it, I'm not going to complain. It was nice to have a bed again, and it rained this morning, so I was extra happy to be inside. As you can see by the severe cloudiness, it has been raining a bit on and off today, which is why it did take me a decent amount of time to get this video going, because I often, my phone has a hard time with videos and stuff that are working in general when the screen's wet. But hoping to get, so anyway, has a hard time working, so it took me a little bit, and hoping to get about 16-ish miles in from the start of the day. Got started hiking right about noon, and just kind of cruising along here. Trail's been pretty cruisy up until now. This is the remainder of the flat portion, and finally went uphill a little bit for like the first time, and I think like 16 miles or more, 17 maybe. So that was fun. But we're back here to flat, rolling along, and hoping for a nice day. I hope it doesn't rain into the night, but I guess we'll find out and figure it out when we get there. You can see, got some new sunglasses. $10 at the grocery store. So, just sticking with cheap, because I'm sure I'll lose or break them. I had to go with the aviators, because I just watched Top Gun Maverick while I was in Mammoth. So, might as well celebrate a little bit, honor it, whatever, however you want to say it. Go with the aviators. Plus, aviators are cool, so why not go with them? But anyway, hopefully the day brightens up, the sun can come out, and then have a nice day tomorrow, hit another pass, and getting tired. And just carry on. Got a decent resupply on my back, fairly heavy, definitely feeling it, but nothing more than I've carried before. So I don't think anything can mess up my plans now, since I have more than enough food on my back and nowhere to worry about getting off trail. So should be a straight shot to Kennedy Meadows North. And I'll see y'all later today. I've gotten the question a lot, not online, but in person. A lot of people ask me, like, how do you navigate the trail? How do you know where you're going? And when I was on the AT, they have white blazes painted on trees and stuff, so it makes it easy to navigate. PCT doesn't really have blazes anywhere. They don't, as far as I've seen so far. They don't paint on anything. But let me just show you the trail right now. Kind of hard to miss at this point. This also shows how many people hike this trail and how it hasn't changed. This has not been uncommon through the more touristy areas, avoiding the mud right now. But it's just like a pretty deeply worn path caused by just feet and slipping and sliding right now. But yeah, sometimes walk through a couple of these spots that are 6 or 8 inches deep, just, you know, worn straight into the ground. It's pretty wild. What's up, y'all? Just got into camp not too long ago. I haven't set anything up. It's just been a dreary, like, sad, overcast, light rain day. It's the type of rains that are just so annoying while hiking because, you know, it's not raining hard enough to really warrant throwing on like a poncho or a rain jacket or anything, but you're just kind of moist. It reminds me of the AT. It really does. It's just those horrible days of just being wet all day. And yeah, kind of dragging, to be honest. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm getting like the California blues after, what is this, almost 1,000 miles, like 950 miles of, you know, the same state, and scenery's changed, but yeah, just kind of, I don't know, hiking seems like labored again. Maybe it was like the you know, the failed gamble on the resupply and having to go back. But yeah, I mean, it's not, I sound like I'm, you know, oh, I'm gonna get off trail or, you know, something like that, but just kind of one of them times of hiking where that, I mean, it's just inevitable to get into, where you're just kind of like, you get up and it's like, all right, another day, start walking, look at the views, and they don't quite have the snap to them anymore. It's not, the views don't look as good, and you just kind of drag on. And yeah, I'm kind of in that place now. You know, getting as beautiful as the Sierra is, you know, I am getting out of it in like, I think about 40 miles. So it should be about two days, probably closer to 3 though. And then I'll be on to new scenery, and maybe that'll spark something and can, you know, feel a little better about it again. I think also, like, I'm the type of person who just really likes to push big miles. Like, you know, racking up 20s like makes me feel good. And then like just lately it's been, you know, got out of town, like especially the last couple of days, like got out of town, did like I think like 12 trail miles, and then did like 16 into Levining, and then had to go into town, and then now another 15 ish. Actually I think less than 15. So like just doing that, it's kind of like, I'm going so slow. Like, I just want to, you know, it's, I don't know. It's just like, it's one of those spots I'm in, you know. Can't really explain it as like, yeah, you know, I feel like if you tell somebody who's not a hiker about this stuff, they're just kind of like, yeah, but you're like out in the woods. Like, it's, you know, it's like a vacation, but I'm just kind of stuck, you know. But honestly, it's no big deal. Like I said, like I just kind of use this to like vent a little bit, you know. I oftentimes hike alone, so it's nice to like have someone or something to talk to, even though if like y'all can't reply right now, and even if you did, I would, like, you know, I'd have to post it, and then it's gonna be on a delay, and then I'll be like somewhere out in the woods and won't have signal, and then I'll see it like 2 weeks later. But yeah, it's just it's still, it always helps, for me anyway, to like be able to just say something. Even if I like wouldn't post this, it would be nice to kind of like vent it out. Like, honestly, I already kind of feel better because I'm like saying it, and I realize kind of how ridiculous it is. But yeah, just like getting into that California blues stage. There's a lot more California to go, and I think I'm getting that mindset of like, I'm looking way ahead instead of just my normal of like, it's just a section hike, you know, get to the next one, you know, get to the next day. So yeah, I don't know, but maybe it's the weather. I'm gonna blame it on the weather for right now, because I hate this, like, I hate rain. I hate hiking in the rain, any type of rain. So I'm hoping tomorrow clears up. I think it will. Usually, like, stuff like this kind of blows through in a day, and then tomorrow it'll be beautiful, and I'll be all happy again. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get everything set up, cook dinner and everything, do the nightly chores, whatever. And yeah, I'll see y'all in the morning. Yeah, so until then, peace. Good morning, y'all. Another less than beautiful day. Cloudy as all get out, and yeah, just overcast. Been kind of drizzling on and off this morning. Rained a little bit last night. So luckily, I mean, stayed as dry as you can, sleeping in a bivvy, and so needless to say, all my stuff is a little damp. It's a little, I just hope the sun comes out at some point so I can at least dry my down stuff out. Because, yeah, it's cold, and I don't want to go into another cold night starting with pretty damp down and then probably getting into wet down. Because if you didn't know, down insulation when it gets wet is pretty much useless. It's it's pretty much not even there. So yeah, definitely don't want wet down for the night. But thus far, I have not seen blue sky or anything other than clouds. And yeah, I'm not gonna get my hopes up about it, but it is what it is. I sleep warm anyway, so I don't need too much insulation while I'm sleeping. I'm not really going too far today. Just hitting this pass that I got coming up, and then there's another pass about like 10 miles after it that if I pushed, I go and sleep up at the top of it, which it's not like a tall pass. It's like, I think this pass I got coming up is the last one above 10,000 feet. Definitely in like the Yosemite portion, like I don't know if I'm on the JMT anymore, but like the JMT area. So yeah, this pass I got coming up, and the next one's only like 9,000 feet. So realistically, I could camp at the top. But I don't know if I want to or not. I may not, but I got enough food. I got tons of food, so I'm not really stressing about pushing miles. I got from where I started, I had about 60 miles, Kennedy Meadows north, and have easily 4 days of food. So, yeah, it's nice being able to just take your time. I was talking last night about pushing miles, but it's nice to push miles when you want to, not push miles when you have to. So yeah, just kind of going slow today, enjoying all the rain and being wet, because there's started the day off, and within the first 5 steps of trail was fording a small stream, and then I got another one that's pretty rough coming up, and then there's more on the other side of the pass, and yeah, it's just a lot of being wet through this section. So yeah, that's about it for the morning, so I will see y'all later. Just got to the top of Benson Pass. I believe the last 10,000 foot pass, at least of the Yosemite JMT section, maybe at all. I actually think so. There's one other time we get above 10,000, but it's not a pass, so it doesn't count. But yeah, it's kind of hiding behind this tree from the rain right now. There's a little mist blowing through, but still annoying. And you can see, really just stellar views. Gotta love these cloudy hiking days. Well, it is what it is. High elevation still getting to me. I think I'd be used to it by now. But anyway, I'm gonna take a little break, then get moving down this pass, and maybe eventually the sun will come out and I can dry my stuff out, but I don't think so. Not gonna get my hopes up. So yeah, I'll see y'all later. This is just one stretch of this stream crossing of 3, I think, so far. I might have one more, but walking along that log, whoo, I got the heart pumping. Oh, man. Talk about a day of adrenaline. Woo! What's up, y'all? Obviously, I've been in here in camp, laying in my bivvy, got my stuff set out. It doesn't look like it's gonna rain tonight, so should be safe, relatively. But it's just really wet. You know, you can tell by some of the previous stuff. You know, a little adrenaline filled. Walking above that creek on the snow definitely woke me up for the end of the day, but stopped pretty much right after it. First campsite I found at about 20 miles a day, which is pretty nice. You know, I don't know what the plan is tomorrow, but today was a pretty nice day. I actually did 2 passes, I think for the first time, like 2 passes on trail. I mean, I did Kearsarge and Forster Kearsarge, Glen, but I don't know how much I want to count those because, you know, it's not on trail, so it doesn't feel right to count it. But yeah, I got 2 passes done and only 1 more pass, and then I'm out of Yosemite. Only about 40 more miles carrying a bear can, which is exciting. Yeah, so it was a long night. All my stuff is soaked. It rained most of the day. Just feels like a small drizzle, but yeah, my sleeping bag's soaked, my bivvy's soaked. I can already tell I'm gonna be cold tonight, but my puffies at least fairly dried out. I did wear it for part of the day in the rain, which was never a good idea, but I just didn't care. I knew it would dry out. This puffy's pretty resilient. Been through a lot with me. So yeah, just a wet slog of a day. Tomorrow's gonna be another wet slog of a day because there's like a couple river fords. Been reading the comments, pretty much like a mud bog for like 10 miles before. I think Lake Dorothy Pass is the next one. So yeah, it's just gonna be wet, miserable. Hopefully tomorrow the sun will be out and I can dry my stuff. So here's the hoping of that, and I will see y'all in the morning.